Almost 3 decades later, and they're still some of the most famous faces in gaming. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're kicking off our series of the most memorable video game characters with the top 10 memorable video game characters of the 1980s. For this list, we're taking a look back at video game characters that achieved their iconic status in the 80s, with priority given to those characters who've remained relevant well past their decade. We've decided to hold off on Solid Snake until the next list, because while he made his debut in 1989, he wouldn't break out in popularity until the 90s. Number 10. Frogger. Frogger series. In the 1980s, the most basic video game characters could become household names for undertaking the most straightforward tasks.
Can you believe they wanted to call it Highway Crossing Frog?
That is so lame.
I know.
Frogger is a seemingly ordinary amphibian. His quest? Passing an array of deadly cars, trucks, and alligators without becoming roadkill.
Thanks a lot.
It may not sound like much, but getting this little froggy to safety quickly became an obsession for every arcade junkie.
What are you guys doing? Eat the fly! Eat the fly! Got it!
Although Konami would later try to remodel Frogger as a traditional video game hero, it's his highway heydays that made him unique. Number 9. Bomberman. Bomberman series. Recent years haven't been that kind to Bomberman, a low point being one of the most embarrassingly gritty retreads ever conceived. Even if most of his contemporary games have been hit or miss, he'll always be a gaming all-star in our eyes. Ever since he first dropped a bomb, this darling yet deadly robot has proven that every maze has a solution. Sometimes you just need to make your own path. Now, if we could only get him into the next Super Smash Bros., we'd be officially blown away. Number 8. Samus Aran. Metroid series. Male action heroes primarily dominated through the 80s. But just as film had Ellen Ripley though, video games had a strong female heroine in Samus Aran. Of course, most people didn't realize that until the end of Metroid. At that point, however, it didn't matter what gender she was. As far as we were concerned, this bounty hunter had proven herself just as badass as any of our macho idols. Samus continues to stand out as a universally compelling character, demonstrating that this isn't necessarily a man's world or a man's galaxy. Number 7. Dirk the Daring. Dragon's Lair series. In the age of sprites, Dragon's Lair distinguished itself with fully animated characters made possible through Laserdisc technology. At the center of this cinematic game is Dirk the Daring, a highly energized hero with a vaster range of emotions. Brought to life by actor Don Bluth, Dirk can be valiant one second, faint-hearted the next, and even quite funny when he's biting the dust. Whether confronting giddy goons, the Lizard King, or a fire-breathing dragon, we'll gladly help this knight rescue Princess Daphne, as long as we're not playing the NES version. Number 6. Bill Rizer and Lance Bean. Contra series. If Samus is the video game equivalent of Ellen Ripley, then Bill and Lance of the Contra franchise are the mediums John Rambo and John Matrix. While Contra works as a great single-player experience, you can also bring a friend along to fight enemy forces side by side. Together, Commandos Bill and Lance are an unstoppable team with an apparently never-ending supply of ammo. Constantly engulfed by action, these guys are like magnets for everything macho. They also share one of the most timeless romances in all of gaming. Number 5. Mega Man. Mega Man series. Humanoid robots were certainly a popular trend in the 80s. On the game frontier, there's never been a more elite robot than Mega Man. Literally armed with a cannon, Mega Man only gets more powerful with every robot master he defeats on the road to Dr. Wily. Bridging the gap between humans and robots, he's a bit like a kid-friendly version of RoboCop. Where most video game characters have made the permanent jump into 3D, Mega Man's primarily retained his classic look. Oh Mega Man, where have you gone? Number 4. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong series. The initial mascot that put Nintendo on the map, this gorilla has evolved from chucking barrels at plumbers to chucking barrels at crocodiles. Donkey Kong's a primate of simple tastes, living on a diet of strictly bananas and only possessing a single red tie in his wardrobe. He's been known to favor brawn over brain, but fortunately he has a number of sidekicks to help him in that department. When King K. Rool threatens his island and fellow Kongs, you can bet that Donkey Kong is up to the challenge. Number 3. Link, The Legend of Zelda series. The Legend of Zelda is arguably the closest that video games have ever come to producing an age-old fable. At the center of every timeless journey is the hero of time himself. Despite his lack of dialogue, Link speaks to every person, young and old, that's ever dreamed of being an adventurer. By stepping into Link's boots, we can live out our wildest fantasies by exploring Hyrule, retrieving the Master Sword, and rescuing Princess Zelda from Ganon. Link is truly an eternal character, which is probably why he keeps getting reincarnated. Number 2. Pac-Man, Pac-Man series. Going into this new decade, people generally didn't see video games as a medium that was open to many possibilities. Pac-Man changed that not only with its gameplay, but with its celebrated titular character as well.
Goodness for new Pac-Man pasta!
Okay, so Pac-Man may not be the most complex protagonist. He's essentially just a yellow ball that eats dots and ghosts.
All those ghosts turn blue, boo! And Pac-Man eats them all too.
Without this unlikely phenomenon, however, the doors would have never been opened for other characters on this list. Given his revolutionary place in gaming history, it's only appropriate that Pac-Man is shaped like a wheel. Mrs. Pac-Man may have refined the gameplay, but he's the original who defined it. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Mario, Super Mario series. Come on, what else were you expecting? If there's a video game character with everlasting appeal, it's this Italian plumber. What's incredible about Mario is that he hasn't just been the star of one great game after another. He's proved versatile in several different genres. In addition to 2D and 3D platformers, Mario's conquered everything from kart racers to RPGs. There's nothing he can't do, evidenced by the fact that you'll see his face everywhere. We can't wait for Princess Peach to get kidnapped again so we can follow Mario on another adventure through the Mushroom Kingdom. Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite 1980s video game character? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.